Alright, let's do this. One more time. Oops, I should have put the stream up on my phone earlier. Anyway, good morning everybody, my name is Louis Vuitton, and thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time checking out the channel, then hey, allow me to introduce myself. I am an, excuse me, Australian left-wing progressive streamer. I like to talk things such as workers' rights, minority rights, in particular trans and indigenous rights. Also love to talk about masculinity. I have a massive project in the works on masculinity right now, a piece of prepared content. I've talked about it a little bit on the stream in the past. It is really ambitious. It's the most ambitious video that I have conceived of yet. I do prepared content on my YouTube channel, and most of them are pretty pithy short videos, like ranging from like 10 to 12 minutes. I think the longest one that's on there is 20 minutes. So, prepared content on a topic, but not like the long video essayist kind of content. It's more like giving you more of a short like overhaul of the topic. Like there's less theatrics like in ContraPoints and Philosophy Tubes kind of videos, so that, you know, counts as well. So, however, this one is going to be very different. This one, it's like I've finished the script. There's like three and a quarter, 3.5 parts to the video itself. I've only just finished the first part of the script, and it's already as long as my average script. So, it's going to be a long one, that's for sure. Not only like in terms of length, but the topics I'm going to cover is going to be a broad selection of topics. There's going to be costume changes, set changes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be cool. And I'm just looking at the, what the hell? I think I got some bot follows. I'll have to clean that up later on. Okay. Anyway, so let me open the stream by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land from which I'm coming to you live from. That would be, sorry, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I'd like to pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Welcome any Indigenous people joining us today. I don't know why my ponytail won't stay up. It's supposed to be up on my head, like high up. But it keeps flopping down. It's supposed to be high up like a cheerleader's. Anyway, this is not going to be a very long stream, just going to be a short one. I've just pulled one video for it because, like, in case you haven't noticed, because you've been living under a rock, hey, there is a massive charity stream going down today. A certain YouTuber by the name of Vosh, who you may have heard of, is live right now over on Twitch, YouTube, and his website with 568 viewers. Not nearly enough. Hopefully Hassan raids in when he's done, because he's got 30k right now. Fucking hell. Easy for some. Anyway, now, like, I'm not here pretending like I'm somehow pulling viewers away from Vosh. Like, that's not what I mean. I want to watch the stream, that's the thing. But, you know, I have an obligation to stream, so I'm going to get out of the way first, and then, hey, I'll be raiding into Vosh to show some solidarity, and then I'll be hanging out in the audience, because, you know, it's going to be, it's a fun one. I'm not going to watch all 24 hours. Unfortunately, I've already missed some. Also, a little bit apologies for being a bit late. I like to start at 7 o'clock, however, I'm starting this morning routine, which I'm liking so far, but I haven't quite worked out exactly the kind of, like, the start times. Like, for instance, I started, well, I went live 10 minutes ago, but that's like, you know, there was an interim period. But it seems like approximately 7:30. It depends, because, like, I was a little bit lazy. I got up, like, I woke up at 6, I got up at 6:20, when I should have got up straight away. So, you know, I'm still working out the kinks for start times, but it might be a little bit later just because I'm doing this morning routine, which is, like, better for me. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, like, I want to eat my breakfast because it's going to get cold. So, let us get to some content. So, yesterday we took a look at a video that had been put together by a streamer by the name of Konya. Konya was talking about Pepe the Frog, our old friend Pepe. Now, Konya was talking about how Well, the title of the video was How Twitch Chat Reclaimed Pepe. Or reclaimed it as a hate symbol. Reclaimed it from being a hate symbol. Something along those lines. Now, if you're somebody who's on the internet, then I'm sure you've seen Pepe. And you know he's a good meme. And you know that we shouldn't let the right have it. So it was a good video from Konya. Very wholesome. But there's a sequel. How a poll hate raid backfired and boosted my Pepe video. Nice. In fact, Konya was only recently got up to 10k. Now they're on 10,600. Nice. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look. I'm gonna eat my breakfast.
Called How Twitch Chat Helped Reclaim Pepe the Frog. And you see there's a feels good man here, you know. It says hate symbol, question mark. Is it a hate who knows? The ADL classified it as one. Hillary Clinton Hillary Clinton classified it as one. Now this, you'll notice that this video got an inordinate amount of views. Especially compared to all the other views that I've gotten. Or all the videos I've gotten, you know, and the view counts here. See that? Wow, so crazy. How did this happen? How does this have 10,000 views? Why would anybody watch this content? So, funnily enough, a couple days ago, last stream, I guess we'll say, because I stream every other day, starting around 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/ConnorCC. We watched this video from The Score Esports called Sweet Anita Explains Twitch's Dark Side. Now, what she talked about here is a lot worse than I have ever dealt with in terms of harassment, etc. I go into that in my reaction to this video, which, spoiler alert, will become a video on my YouTube channel soonish. Regardless, so she's dealt with a lot worse than I have, but that being said, I receive a lot of hate online and have for as long as I've been a public figure on it. It comes with the territory. Unfortunately, that's the case, is that everybody is aware that it comes with the territory. If you are a public figure online, you are going to get hit with harassment no matter what you look like, who you are, what your background is. Now, that being said, people from marginalized backgrounds obviously get it worse than a lot of other people. Women, LGBTQ people, obviously like black and brown people as well, just because that's just the way the internet is, and that's the way that we've allowed it to get, apparently. Though that being said, I don't know how much we can do outside of trying to change the culture and, you know, influence people to not be complete and total shitheads. But what can you do? Anyway, we watched this video. I go off stream after my 8 hours of stream or whatever that day. I made food and ate it. And then I started playing either Hearthstone Battlegrounds or continued practicing Super Mario 64 stuff that I was learning the speedrun. Apparently, you know, time goes by, and all of a sudden I see on my Twitter, on this video, this person on Twitter said, "Holy shit, the YouTube comments are horrendous. Seems like the video is being brigaded." And I was like, oh, well, I've dealt with this before. I have dealt with, you know, hate raids on Twitch, for instance, that a lot of people have dealt with. As I talk about in another post, this kind of shit, you know? This is a different example where they just pump your chat full of a bunch of bots, so you just have to put it in sub only, you have to nuke the phrase. It's pretty easy to clean up, but it's annoying, especially if you don't have the tools or know how to do it. Regardless, I'm like, oh, well, let's see what's going on.
Damn it, YouTube, you snuck that one up on me. I was so invested with what was happening.
You've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times, all right? You guys don't subscribe even though you watch the YouTube videos. Change that. Don't be a soy scriber, be a sub-scriber, okay? Hey, cool. So I go to my video. Right.
Don't you mean a top scriber?
Right? Wow, what a nice video. And I look at the comments, and I'm like, huh. So now, we're in the future. So all of these comments, there's a lot of people here being positive, being supportive. Thank you all, by the way. Appreciate you. But it was really interesting. Apparently, my video got posted to poll. If you don't know what that is a 4chan board. You know, 4chan home of people who hate themselves more than anybody else on the planet Earth. People who, more than likely, suffer from lack of attention from their parental and family unit, and as such, feel that they are, less than and have to pick on other people in order to feel better about themselves. It is what it is. I always say no amount of negative attention that you get from any public figure, content creator on the internet will be an adequate substitute for the lack of attention you got from your dad or your mom. Everybody on poll, it's not going to happen. You got to work with them to try to repair those relationships, and you got to look within and try to see what you can do to feel better about yourself. But regardless, this is what they do. So poll tried to brigade the video. They tried to, make me feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck. I've been on the internet literally longer than probably some of these people who are posting hate comments to me have been alive, okay? I've seen it all. No comment is going to affect me. It's not doing anything to me other than giving me free engagement. Regardless, I can't even find the comments anymore. I reported and deleted a lot of the outright, TOS breaks, like trying to say the N-word, or other slurs like the F slur, etc. I also reported a lot of the really bad transphobic comments. My thought is I don't really care about them. I'm willing to keep them up, especially if they count toward engagement. But I have a lot of trans people in my audience. I don't want them to read those comments and feel some type of way about it. Even if I don't feel bad about the comments, I don't want people in my audience to feel bad. So I got rid of a lot of the outright transphobic ones. These fucking simps, man. Get out of here. I'm here for the negativity, and all I'm seeing is positivity. This guy browses lefty poll for sure. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what this is. But apparently it's like poll, but for the left. But God. It's also full of people who hate themselves. I don't know. To quote a cat from Red Dwarf, what is it? Meaning, what am I? I'm a subhuman to these people, even though I'm probably more attractive than most of them. Look, Dennis is here. Said pee-pee. Nice. That is...
Many people are saying this.
Is a man. Nice. Exceptional work.
Kanye's AMAB!
Look at this dude. It's the meme, but also they're hoping to misgender me. If you weren't aware, transphobia is intrinsically linked with fascist, Nazi, etc., far-right propaganda. So, TERFs make, weird collaborative, alliances with the far right, even though they call themselves more progressive and feminists, right? This was my favorite one. You literally have a deeper voice and look more masculine than me, lol. So the idea behind...
What does that say about them? Excuse me. I'm not trying to misgender Konya. Konya is non-binary, uses all pronouns. They were assigned male at birth. So it's funny that all these people out here think that Konya is a trans woman. No. So them being like, you're so masculine, you sound like a man. Konya's biologically male. Yo, what's up, Alexandru?
And this person's comment is they're like, oh, I literally did 0% research. You could literally go to my Twitter and see that I use any and all. I say that I'm trans because I am non-binary. I identify with a gender that I wasn't assigned at birth and therefore am trans, but I've never been on any hormones. I've never had any surgeries. I have no intention to do this. That doesn't mean that I am not trans. You don't have to do any of those things to be trans. So the idea is, oh, this is a person... They're trying to be a woman, right? That's what they think. I'm trying to be a woman, which I'm not. But they think I'm a trans woman. So they're like, oh my god, I'm a man, assumedly, right? You have a deeper voice than me, even though I'm a man. You look more masculine than me, even though I'm a man. But literally, you're just posting your own L's. I posted as much on Twitter as well. Imagine getting mogged by someone you think is subhuman. You literally think I am less than human. And you're telling me that I am more masculine than you, or I have a nicer voice than you. How is this an own? I don't understand. Why is your voice so deep? Aren't you supposed to at least try to sound like a woman? No, I'm not trying to be a woman. I like my voice. I have, spent a lot of time with it. It's deeper than a lot of people who are more masculine than me and taller than me, even. It is very smooth, and I like it very much. I exist in an audio-visual format, and I will use it to my advantage. Pretty easy, There was a lot of this, so a lot of the ones that I deleted.
Sorry, mate, I can't. You have to DM it to me. I won't be able to open it on the stream.
Were things like you will never be a woman, you are, a twisted amalgamation of blah, 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 blah. The cope seethe dilate memes. I learned a lot, by the way, about transphobia. This is the most transphobia I've ever been subjected to. Because a lot of the time it's the shit we were just looking at where it kind of falls flat. like you will never be a woman. I'm not trying to be, so thank you. Hell yeah, brother. But like apparently TROON is like the word they call trans people instead of like TRANNY, you know? I learned that. Apparently dilating is a thing that, you know, post-op trans women have to do or something, so that's what they say. I don't know. It's some crazy shit. You should work on your looks more, says somebody who browses poll regularly and participates in hate raids. Citing Twitch chat as a representation of culture is like citing Wikipedia as a representation of facts. So apparently this person never left. They never left like middle school in 2000, thinking that Wikipedia is like always going to have incorrect information because anybody can add to it. That's not really the case. They have a lot of people that try to fact check and maintain good information there, but I mean, go off. I think this is a reference to, I've never seen this movie.
Alexandria, that would be, like, the music would be copyrighted on that anyway. Come on, man.
This is a reference to, like, The Shining or whatever? Silence of the Lambs, yeah. Or Hannibal? I don't fucking know. I don't care. Lol, 90% of his views are from Poll, which is patently false.
Wrong.
If you look at my YouTube channel, so obviously this video blew the fuck up because they added engagement for free, trying to get a rise out of me or whatever. They literally just helped me. But like, if you look at my other videos, I have uploaded, since the reboot of the channel, 3 weeks ago, this video got 2,500 views. You're meaning to tell me that that one, this one, this one, this one, this one, all came from Poll? You're out of your mind. This is the only one you guys brigaded. You fucking losers. What are you talking about? That being said, if we look at this video, 10,000 views, it's got 432 dislikes. So you would imagine the majority of those dislikes came from the Poll raiders, the Nazis, the degenerates, right? So 432 of them cared enough to dislike. So roughly around 432 of them came from Poll, the 432 of my views. Now you could say more of the views came from it, because not everybody's going to dislike the video. They might just come there to, you know, look at it and look at the comments and whatever. But, so like, we could be generous and say 1,000 of these views came from Poll. That's it. And then they promoted it into the algorithm by engaging with it, and now it's at 10,677 views and onward. So thanks.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Hold up, let me deal with this. Sorry, Alexandria, I stream on YouTube as well, so doing, I don't know what you call it, multi-streaming, I guess.
And I said as much. Thanks for the free engagement, Poltards. This was when I found out about it. Now, you'll have to forgive me for my ableism. It's the only way that you can get through to these people. It's just so dumb. It's so easy. This person says here from Reddit, somebody, it might have been someone in my community, posted it to several Reddits, like BreadTube, etc., saying Nazis are brigading this. Let's try to help out. So I appreciate that. I might be able to find that, actually. Give me a sec. This thread. I don't know who this person is, but Stable Exact posted it to BreadTube, trying to help me out. I appreciate that. I upvoted it. And they posted it to a bunch of other subreddits as well, which was neat. Appreciate that. Nice male radio voice. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You will never be a frog. This is true. This one actually hit the closest to home. You know, I talk a big game about not really feeling bad about things people say about me, but telling me that I'll never be a frog, like, damn, I'm about to cry right now. That's actually fucked up. Like, you shouldn't say this to anyone ever. That's messed up. This fellow looks ill. I guarantee that I eat better and exercise more than most people that regularly browse Poll. I exercise literally every day. I run every other day, indoor and outdoor. And I do calisthenics, sit-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups on the days that I don't run. I literally exercise every day. I guarantee you, I am more healthy than you. Trump won. More cope in the chat. Nice, nice, nice. This was an interesting one. Nice male pattern baldness, bro.
What?
What are you talking about? I literally wear my hair in a way that even if I had male pattern baldness, which usually starts around here and here, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. So, like, I can show you my hairline if you want. We got a little bit of the hairs that it's maybe that, I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. It's a little fucked because it's down right now, but Even if I had a male pattern baldness, I don't care. I literally don't care. I've always said that if I do start losing my hair, I'm just going to invest in high-quality wigs. Fuck it. I don't care. Look at its lips. What are wrong with my... Dude, these are white people. These are white people that are talking about my lips, by the way. Dude, what is that? What? I have incredibly nice lips. People tell me this my entire life.
No lie.
Especially ladies. They say I have kissable lips. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They are.
This was actually my favorite. Because of the comedic value out of context. Bro, you could at least try to act like a woman when talking about frogs. True. To be fair, if you're talking about frogs, you should try to, you know, act like a woman. Only women are allowed to talk about frogs. I agree with this statement. So I fucked up. I agree with that. I'll take that L. You're gay. I appreciate that one. True. We've got somebody actually trying to talk about the topic at hand. Feels bad. This person said, do you wear that collar to hide your Adam's apple? First of all, it's not a collar. It's a choker. All right? It's essentially a necklace, but it's very short. If you want to see a collar, just ask your mom. You know, I left it at her house the last time I was there, okay? I take it with me because I put it on other people's moms, but I left it at your house with your mom. So just ask her to see it. She'll be able to show you what a collar actually looks like. This shit wouldn't work as a collar, okay? It would break. Dumbass. Only a leftist could make stealing a joke from people funnier than them somehow a win. How is it? It's an image of a frog. It's not a joke, you fucking dumbass. What are you talking about? What's up with the sunken eyes? This is true. My eyes are pretty bad. I'll agree with that one. That's one I agree with. But it is what it is. I've had women tell me that they actually like how my eyes look. I don't understand it. I don't like how they look. But I don't care enough about them to, you know, feel any type of way about it. You will never be a woman. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Nice. There's obviously, so like I said, I deleted and reported a lot of the overt transphobia, a lot of the threats of violence, you know, 41% memes, etc., etc. I deleted a lot of those, so you cannot see those even if you're looking for them. So now we got a bunch of simps in here. Poll completely blown the fuck out by Hunter's hot ass fuck radio voice and overall raging masculinity. It's true. It's true, by the way.
Oh.
We're making gains as well. I don't really want...
Turn it up.
Okay. I don't really want gains. Okay, I like definition more than that, but... I turned it up. Vosh has done a little counter-trolling, true. If poll hadn't freaked out, this wouldn't have gotten the clicks it deserves. They hurt themselves in their confusion. It's very effective, true. I wholeheartedly support this effort. Pepe cannot be seated to the right. I agree. White people happy. Anyway, if you want my take on the reclamation of Pepe the Frog, much the same way as like some communities have reclaimed slurs, etc. It's the same kind of concept, obviously not to the same degree. Reclamation of slurs is a lot more intense and deeper topic that is incredibly, you know, intra-community conversation in regards to whatever one you're talking about, be it the N-word, the F-slur, yada yada. That's a topic for another day. But it's a similar idea in that people are trying to use it for bad, aka trying to hijack Pepe's image for bad as a dog whistle for the alt-right. And then the community, the broader community, in this case just the entire internet, whoever wants to use it, have reclaimed it. So essentially, the main point of this video was that I think, and I have always said this for like the last couple years, that I think Twitch chat and Twitch culture with Frank Your Face Z and part of Twitch TV emotes have done a tremendous amount of work to normalize, destigmatize, and reclaim Pepe the Frog and his other variations. To continue with this, I want to say that a certain someone, a certain Vosush, a certain Voss, I don't know how you say his name, did a segment on it on YouTube. So, you know, I'm not a rad lib myself. Market socialism, more like capitalism, am I right? But, you know, he came out in support of me, which I appreciate. So let's check that out.
Snuck that one on me as well. Far out. Kanye must be pulling mad bank with all these ads. Alright, back to it.
Kanye made a based video and Poll got mad. Let's check it out.
Oh shit,
One
reacting
quick
to
meme.
react.
I'm sharing this with you guys because I think it's funny as hell, okay?
True.
Real quick. You guys know Conyer, my roommate, also does a live stream, by the way, Conyer CC.
Where's this camera at? And I do a live stream at twitch.tv/ConnerCC. You can find me every other day starting around 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific time.
And I like their content. Look at their cute thumbnails. They make their thumbnails...
These thumbnails are trash, by the way. These are the good thumbnails. These most recent 3, very good. These next 3, eh. The rest of them, meh.
themselves. Seriously, I actually think Conyer's undervalued relative to the quality of the content they produce. But anyway. So they have YouTube, they have Twitch. Go subscribe. Actually, no, I'm actually explicitly telling you to subscribe, by the way. You should go over here and subscribe. It's really cool. Oh, I'm not even on screen. Okay.
You've gotten 2K more subs since this? True.
Whatever. Anyway, we're sub now. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, something funny happened, okay? So anyway, most recent video.
I haven't seen this, by the way. I came into the stream really late because I was busy fucking your mom. Also busy playing Pokemon Unite, all right? I have a sickness, and it's MOBAs, and that I like playing them a lot, but I will never play League of Legends again for, reasons I've talked about on stream. So it's a MOBA, it's Pokemon, it's the fun IP, it's got, cute characters. It's a shit game because you have to play it on a controller on a console. I digress.
0.8k views, more than all the previous ones, right? All these should have more views, by the way, okay? How Twitch chat helped reclaim Pepe the Frog. Actually a super interesting subject. For a while, Pepe was pretty much exclusively relegated to the use of people who were using it as like a dog whistle for their far-right political views, but now it's a default emote on Twitch, and like, people just use Pepe, And now Groiper is what the alt-righters use, but nobody likes it because Groiper is ugly and it doesn't...
That being said,
True.
people do use Groiper now, whether they know it or not. So, let me show you. Let me show you. Bogged is the one we have currently, which is also called Pepe Phone. But I have another one, the one that's used the most often. This is called, capital H, lowercase mm. You might have seen this in Hassan's chat. We don't currently have it in any of the chats that I use, because we have capital H, M. I like this one a lot, though, but it feels weird to have two that are named incredibly similarly. But regardless, I believe this is modeled after Groiper. I'm pretty sure. Groiper is the big fat frog. This is Groiper. It's essentially just a big fat Pepe. Anyway.
Doesn't have the same uniformity.
Yeah, also, baby, 12-year-old alt-righters call themselves Groipers as well. There was a clip that went around that became, a little bit viral because people were bullying 12-year-old alt-right Nazis that Nick Fuentes was leading a parade of, which was interesting. They call themselves Groipers. They're alt-right, but they're upset with the alt-right, so they call themselves something. I don't know. It's a bunch of bullshit.
That Pepe has, or Apu, or Pipo, or whatever else. They're just fun, and people use them all over the place. I see them used on Twitter, for God's sake. Twitter, where people get offended over everything, So that's nice. That's a positive element of reclamation, okay? But anyway. So, Kanye did a video, and look at this. They ripped me off. They live stream and upload segments from the live stream. What are you going to do?
Clap.
What are you going to do with these jabronis? Okay?
I have credited Twitch, specifically Better Twitch TV and Franker Phase Z, and any community on Twitch that uses them, for destigmatizing and reclaiming Pepe the Frog from the far right. And I think that's a good thing.
Hog. Even having an intro, what's up?
True.
Now, I bet you're noticing. That's a lot of like to dislike. It got rated by poll.
It was worse before, by the way. It was 100 to 400 something before, until people posted it to BreadTube before I talked about it a little bit in my Discord. But,
Rated by poll. 4chan poll,
It's better now.
POL? That poll. Anyway, it got rated because they're super mad that Twitch chat reclaimed Pepe the Frog or whatever.
Imagine keeping my face there for that long with that unflattering pause.
Anyway, I think, let's see. This dude actually has a good male radio voice. You'll get that in a second. You will never be a frog. La Critura. I think some of the worst ones here got deleted because Kanye, did, some of them are just uncreative spamming of slurs. But anyway.
Yeah, and they were also breaking TOS, direct threats of violence and stuff like that. Also overt transphobia. Didn't want to subject my community to that shit.
Right. So This one's kind of weird, right? This dude actually has a really good male radio voice. So Conyer is any all pronouns. You can just say whatever with Conyer. It doesn't matter. They don't care. I always go by they, them, just because that's my default for anyone, unless I specifically think I should do anything else. But literally any all, okay? But in the poll thread, which I have pulled here, and I can't show it because it's a poll.
Didn't get me that time. What are we up to? Is this number 4? And we're over halfway in, and this is what? Is this the 3rd or 4th ad? Far out, man. My hashtag perfect bowl cornflakes? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck, man.
Easily the
Show it because it's a poll thread.
Easily the most godlike decision you could ever make, by the way, using any and all pronouns. Now, of course, it will not, fit for everybody. I understand why people, especially trans people, have a really big connection to their gender identity and thus would like certain pronouns used for them. I completely understand that. Everybody should respect that. But for me, I do not care. My gender is an amorphous blob. I really don't.
Vosh, can you use swishy?
Don't care what you call me. Usually we go by the standard she, her, they, him, whatever. If you want to call me neopronouns, that's on you, I guess. I don't usually use them, but if you want to do that, feel free. I'm not going to get mad. If you want to call me something like Apache, helicopter, you're just being fucking weird, and people will probably laugh at you, but I mean, I guess it still works, lol. But basically, I have no direct attachment to my gender identity, which is why I'm non-binary. Which is why I am trans, because I identify as a gender I wasn't assigned at birth, and why I use any and all pronouns. I just don't care. I cannot get misgendered. Now, that being said, and I want to be very clear about this, if there are other people that you know that use any and all pronouns, there could be times where misgendering can still happen. So, for instance, if there is a trans man who identifies as a man and uses any and all pronouns because they're fine with that, but you start referring to them explicitly as if they're a woman, they might feel some type of way about that. You probably shouldn't do that, especially if they tell you they don't like it. It's still possible to misgender someone who uses any and all pronouns, but it gets a little bit more, in the weeds when that happens. But just as a general rule, using any and all pronouns, pretty easy.
But anyway, all of these comments, and it's a big thread too, like hundreds and hundreds of comments, all of them talk about Conyer like they're a trans woman. So
They do not know. Oh, no.
In the poll thread, they're like, this gaylord, that's not what they use, will never be a woman. And then they go over here and they're like, this dude's got a great male radio voice. And to Conyer, this is about as offensive as saying it to me. You know what I mean? Like, this
is true. We do have nice speaking voices. Vosh has a different one. I think he has, I don't know. What is the difference actually between our voices? I know mine is very smooth. I don't have very much gravel in my voice. It's got a rumble. It's very bassy, but it doesn't have like a growling kind of aspect to it. But I don't think Vosh's is either. His is still pretty smooth. It might just be deeper. I don't actually know.
I feel like
we both have
Nazis
nice
rating my bread. They're like, Vosh.
You sound younger. That is true. Even though I'm 25, 26 this year, and he's like what? 45? That makes sense.
You will never be a woman.
He's like 27, 28 now? I forget.
Your voice is so deep. Wow. It's like, oh, thank you. Like, it's
oh, here I am in the chat. Look, Pog you. We're like, Pog me. Oh, shit, hello. I was doing something
it does nothing with you. But they're so confident in the execution. I saw this before more of the comments got deleted, so it was very, very, very funny. Nice Adam's apple, bro. They think that Conyer's a trans woman. And the thing that's really, really funny about this to me is that they're so delusional in their hatred that they don't even check to make sure they're not complimenting the people they're trying to attack. Like, because this goes viral on Twitter every once in a while, where it's like a trans guy posts a DM, and in the DM somebody DMs them. They're like, "You'll never be a woman. You're so manly and butch ha, and then the trans guy posts a screen cap of that, and they're like, oh, how sweet, you know, how nice. And then somebody posts that Dark Souls transphobia failed thing.
I think I could find an example of that real quick. Give me a second. Somebody posted about it and added me. Person said,
Oh, far out, man. My friend, this is... Wow, you're making it real difficult to watch this video. Oh, boy.
person said, what do you call this genre of image? I mean, you freaks invent fictional pronouns like his, hem, so you know it's difficult to converse with the patently insane. Seek therapy or a better therapist. He, hem, his, I don't know how you pronounce Danish words, okay? It is Dutch for he, him, lamau.
That's not Danish.
VSAE, lamau. Those aren't even pronouns. I'm not calling you that. Those aren't my pronouns. They're what I use to edit. So this is Adobe. What are these? Fuck. I actually don't know what these are. I want to say After Effects. This is Adobe After Effects, but what is VS? Visual Studio. Okay. He, him, transcriber. Well, I don't know what a criber is, but I can see why you're triggered. It means that I caption and subtitle for a living, you fucking idiot. It's so dumb. It's like, I don't know what a criber is. Like, okay, grandpa, chill.
Yeah, they're like complimenting Kanye. Yeah, Kanye tweeted this. Look at this shit. This is amazing. Imagine getting mocked by someone you think is subhuman. You literally have a deeper voice and look more masculine than me, lol. Like, they're actually coming in here. These, like, 4chan...
What I should have done is hearted this one. But I missed out. I forgot.
Nazis, and they're like, you're more masculine than me. You'll never be a woman. And it's...
Like, unironically, it's a meme and it's in a bit poor taste, right? But I've always thought, like, if you want, like, a lot of, like, shallow validation, literally you could just, like, if you're a dude and you're feeling bad about, like, your T levels or whatever, you think your shoulders are too, you know, skinny and narrow, you think, like, your chin is very feminine or whatever, literally just post to, like, a turf board or, like, a Nazi board. I'm repeating myself. I'm just kidding. TERFs aren't Nazis, but they're, you know, willing to work with them. Anyway, literally just post to those boards saying you're the opposite of the gender you identify with, and you will be flooded with a torrent of, like, shallow positive comments like this. It's insane.
It's just really funny to me. The broader joke here, I guess, is how pathetic, like, poll raids are. Like, this small YouTube video said that Pepe's been reclaimed. We'll show them. but past that, though, I guess the funniest part is definitely the just the complete scattershot approach to transphobia or to bigotry in general. You know, like, fuck it. We're not even gonna find out if these are applicable. We're just gonna throw them everywhere. All right, and maybe
this is actually something I was surprised about too, because I say that I'm Latino in my bio because my dad was born in Honduras. I am half Latino, half white. My mom is white. She was born in the States. My dad immigrated here from Honduras and found my mom. Then they had me. You know, I was surprised to not get any, like, racial hatred as a result of that, which was really surprising to me. Maybe it's because I'm white. It's probably because I'm a white Latino, and they also, you know, they follow Nick Fuentes, who is also apparently a white Latino. So what can you do?
You know, maybe we make some trans women upset. I don't know. Maybe this person just gets a bunch of compliments about their oh, and also in the poll thread, the same thing happens there that happens in literally every poll raid thread in all of human history.
This was really interesting. So, of course, I don't care about any of this shit. I knew that poll had a thread because they announced themselves, right? So I looked for it because I've used 4channel before, right? I've been on B in the past. I've been on, you know, S, which I think is the one for, you know, sexy ladies. You know, I've been on there, not very much, but I've been there a long time ago, so I know how to navigate 4channel. I know how to talk to the hacker known as 4chan. Okay, so I found it, and there's like one ostensibly trans person that was like warring with the rest of them. I guess like half trying to defend me and half also kind of being weirdly ableist, racist, transphobic, etc. It was odd, but apparently they thought that person was me. I don't post to that shitty... Like, why the fuck would I go on 4chan? Why would I go there? That is so 2000, okay? 4chan has run its course. You know, it is what it is. There's no reason to go there anymore. Literally go anywhere else.
Which is that somebody comes into the thread to disagree with the majority opinion, and everyone in there assumes that person is the subject of the raid that they're doing. As though, like, they came on to 4chan to anonymously argue. I know this because I've seen threads about me.
Pre-watched?
Pre-lived. I'm not kidding.
I pre-lived this moment, DJ Meow Mix. You bitch you.
Every single time I scroll through the threads, they're, you know, like, oh, he's a Jew, he's gay, whatever. I read through it. Somebody disagrees with them because Pole isn't 100% Nazis. And then they're like, so, Vosh, you showed up to defend yourself. How pathetic. This happens every single time. Literally every time.
They literally have nothing better to do, so they fabricate entire realities that don't exist to justify the shit that they're doing, to justify the ways that they're wasting their time. It's insane.
It's fucking amazing. I know, no, yeah, it was always like that. 4chan's been like this for like over a decade. You know, the less moderated boards have always degenerated into shit like that.
This is why you can't have like a true free speech platform, by the way, because it'll always be attracting literally the most vile and reprehensible members of our society. It'll literally just become the Nazi HQ.
Indeed.
At a certain point, it'll just eventually degenerate to that. It's almost impossible to have a free speech platform. You need to have a TOS, or else your platform's just not going to do very well. Just check up on, you know, Parler and them.
One other thing.
Who, funnily enough, do still ban people and aren't a free speech platform. They just like right-wing speech and far-right speech. They don't like...
Okay, well, I'm getting a little bit sick of these ads. Oh, I think you get the idea. Sorry, but I'm a little bit tired of the ads. Alright. I think we've gone on long enough. Listen, you'll need to get into Vosh's stream to go show some support and some solidarity, because our friend is out here raising money for Planned Parenthood, which is pretty darn cool. All right, Planned Parenthood, if you're not aware, is a US-based company. I believe they're not a government organization, but I think they get some federal funding. Anyway, they do stuff like providing birth control, maternity supplies, abortion as well. Very pog. So Vosh is doing the stream to raise money for them. I think he's already raised like... I saw some posts saying he'd raised like... I don't know, at least a few $1,000s. Last time he did his 24-hour charity stream for a Palestinian charity, he ended up raising like $200,000 over that. So hey, this will be cool. Oh yeah, and hey, like Twitch politics is going to be pretty cool for the next couple of days. Of course, we've got the charity stream today. Hans Vakir is doing a pretty awesome panel tomorrow sometime. Panel with Merrick Schuonhead, Caitlin Bennett, Karolin Boloshenko, Aristocracy TV, and Shark 300. So I'm going to check that out as well. However, for now, I'm signing off. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm Louis Vuitton. Join your union. I'll see you next time.